Member of Parliament Juretha Fernandes has said that the cash grant distribution has become a source of desperation and frustration for many.
One of the most glaring issues is the chaotic and disorganized nature of the distribution process. Recipients are forced to endure long, exhausting lines at distribution centers and even longer and more exhausting lines at banks to cash their checks.
But it's only a part of the problem.
The cash grant distribution process has been marred by a system that fails to prioritize the most vulnerable. The absence of separate lines for elderly individuals, people living with disabilities, pregnant women, and women with babies or young children is deeply concerning.
The view is that the confusion is a deliberate ploy by the PPP government. One interesting disclosure came from the Attorney General Anil Nandlal.
Although the Attorney General is reported to have said that the relatives of persons who died after registering would be able to uplift their cash grant, the government has failed to put any system in place to address this. Similarly, residents of the Palms Geriatric Home were forced to join long lines at the Dorcas ground because their checks were not delivered to the facility.
There are even more problems with the distribution.
As many who registered before the deadlines are still left empty-handed. Perhaps most troubling is the fact that some individuals are being asked to re-register despite having already completed the process.
There is another interesting situation in Region 7. There are checks printed for intended recipients locked away in a government office.
Checks were distributed on the 23rd and the 24th of December, those 2 dates respectively. Now what happened is after that, those persons that missed those dates, checks were printed, sent there, locked into the REO's office, are still there, cannot be distributed. We have no knowledge as to how many persons could uplift the checks, how many checks were sent to the area, or any such data.
There is no information on how many such cases there are. Ms. Fernandes added that the information isn't forthcoming. There is also the case of people collecting and cashing checks intended for others.
A woman went to uplift her check in Grove, and when she got there to the desk, someone had already uplifted her check for her, and they had the audacity to ask her if she had a twin.
Distribution should have been done through the identification card or the passport number. It would seem that the distributors are relying on names in a country where many people have the same name.